So here we are, Greg, for another clash between these two teams, the second in a row. Think we'll see many adjustments.
No question. They learned a lot about one another in that first game, and I expect they both fine-tune their approaches here tonight.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got Klingon. Avdia is out there with Tamani Kamara. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's MP in at the two-guard spot. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Davis.
What a beautiful blend of size and athleticism. Boy, Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing work inside.
Now, here's MP. He had 37 points last game out. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the middle. Lively the pass to Irving. Shoots over Klingon. Here's Flag. From outside, off the mark. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. MP kicks to Avdia. Henderson, bounce pass. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, just ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. That is Denny Avdia. This guy has an instinct to score it.
Irving double team. Hardaway for three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Hardaway's got 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
A nice shot by Klingon.
I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
To the inside. Here's Hardaway. The shot comes out. Avdia with the defensive effort. And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves transaction just now public as Minnesota's front office is executing ahead of the trade deadline. They made a shrewd move, picking up the ever-professional Tobias Harris. Every team wants 3 things: shooting, length, and experience, and Harris brings you all 3. They want Tobias on this team in a veteran role as well to help out the younger guys on this team, and what better professional to bring in.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. Hardy, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Whitehead's checked in for Dallas. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter, and the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lillard's checked in for Portland. Look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Clyde comes in for Davis, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Irving. Portland also making some changes. Robinson Earls checked in for Donovan Clingan. Shaedon Sharpe comes in for Avdia, and MP subbed in for Damian Lillard. Down low, here's Flagg, and he gets it to go. Flagg's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. He is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Flagg. And it's Whitehead in at the small forward position. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. MP outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Sharp, that's good.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He ended up with 37 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He had more than his fair share of ink on the scoreboard. I'm sure he wants to repeat that tonight, too, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter. Now,
here's Hardy. Following the miss by MP. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Inside, Robinson Earl, the pass to Henderson. Portland moving the ball around. MP, no good.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
There's the 3. Cracks in the tray. Whitehead's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Flagg, and Irving subbed in for Whitehead. Clingan, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Avdia comes in for Shaedon Sharpe. MP, no good.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Irving with a clean look. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that one's good. MP.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
Here's Irving following the basket by MP. And that one's good. Hardy.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside, Avdia. Here's MP. Close in. No stopping MP.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Mavericks leading by 3. Drives to the hoop. Clingan with the block.
And at 7'2", Clingan is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And with his length and athleticism, Davis is a constant lob threat.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Pass to Hardaway. From the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. To start a 3-game homestand with that game. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks ahead as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Well, they got an offensive weapon with this move. We've seen the growth of Tobias Harris. The shooting touch, the rebounding, and all-around play. This is someone...
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Mavericks.
Watching them on the offensive...
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Klingen is out there with Avdia. Then it's Henderson. Then it's MP. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Anthony Davis talked about the pairing with him and Kyrie Irving, and he said, quote, "Kai can do it all. There is no flaw in his game, and with me being able to play in the pocket and roll to the rim, be a lob threat, pick and pop, and handle, where he can come set a screen for me, I think we complement each other very well." Kevin, back to you.
Quite the tandem. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at Henderson, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in boats so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And a wide open look for Flag. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. MP dishes to Henderson. Back to MP. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's getting around 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Hardy, the three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the bucket from MP.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
Pass to Flag. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Lillard. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. A three from MP. Another miss by MP. Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
What effort, MP!
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And that one's good. Hardy.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's his scoring. Right there, it's his passing.
And Lillard kicks to MP. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard looking around and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hardy. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good defense by MP. Outside, Avdia. To the paint. Here's Klingon. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finished.
And so after 3 quarters of play and some great offensive output, this one is tied. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. Jason Kidd is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. MP really making a difference here.
Listen, the timeout was appropriate. They're giving up 3 after 3 after 3.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thank you. And it's small and powerful. It'll be Flagg and Davis. Irving is out there with Hardaway. And it's Lively in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Flagg. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. The rim rattler making no mistake.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Now Lively. Driving the lane and does not get the jam. Wow. Here's Henderson. A three-pointer. Good.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Takes the 3. Down it goes for 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And good that time.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And here's Portland. They're on a 20-7 run. Count it!
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now Lively. Outside Irving. Outside Davis. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Portland leading by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
The shot is off. Here's Dallas, trailing by 17. Here's Irving. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway with it. Now defended by MP. And there's the three. MP. And he misses the J. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And
nice job on the win and a solid job on the glass. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Come on, you saw me out there. I was focused.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, Dominic, thank you.
My cousin said, which one? There's a waterfall, epic viewpoint, and hey, I'll bring the shit here of us mermaids.
See you, MP.
I feel good. I feel real